quick like. Can you get that? Can you see the balls at all? How about if you maybe take your arms forward and then give yourself a self hug so we can get this. That looks beautiful. With your belly and everything. Oh, babe. Yeah, I think that's a godsend there. And it's slightly moving off kilter, but
center, yeah.
Yeah, I want to just shift your block a little bit. And how about you you do it so that you can sense how to do it. So you can just step away and reset yourself. And we'll catch that on film. And so if you want to, I'll teach you another one. So bring your arms down and bring your hands together. Press it up towards the sky and then go side to side with the balls placed. Doesn't that feel good?
Yeah.
And inhale back up and the other. Oh, I love that one.
Snap on that side. What's going on with snaps anyways?
Snaps? Oh, it's probably putting itself back into location. That's what I always like to imagine anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, the body wants to be in a right alignment.
Yeah.
It just gets out of alignment because we have such bad patterns that we, are stuck in. Good. So then maybe back and forth again too, to just like get back to your neutral zone.
This big man is amazing.
I know, I love it. Cool. So that's one. And then another, if you step away, because you were talking about how your sacrum is hurting, if you want to, you can take the balls and you take them to the widest point on their bag, so that they kind of will straddle your sacrum, like this. And so we'll take this, place it at the sacrum, and then place these there. And so you want it to get down kind of on either side of the tailbone. So go ahead and lean into that, walk your feet forward and pin it. And just see if that feels comfortable. So the sacrum comes down like to a point, and you want the balls on either side of that point. Yeah. And then you can just do that same thing. Does that feel?
That's great.
Yeah, that's a really good one. This is if you want to see why that's so great, look at this.
Oh,
See all that fascia right there?
Oh gosh, yeah.
On either side of the tailbone, that's basically what you're targeting.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I'll just show this camera that.
And that, yeah. And those are very, probably important in there to be healthful.
Oh yeah, keep all your
when
ligaments.
the baby comes.
Yeah. Because you want it all to be soft and pliable.
Right. And not just relaxing can do that.
Yeah. Yeah, relaxing actually relaxes muscle, not tendon and ligament. So what we're doing is actually softening tendon and ligament. So it makes it a little bit different.
Yes, I was asking about relaxin, which is isn't that a hormone?
Oh, relaxin
is happening in my body right now.
Oh, right.
A little bit. I don't know what it is.
Something, yeah, so that things soften up, so that it can open. Yeah. Okay. Good. So you don't want to overwork anything. Always remember to just listen carefully to your body. Walk away. Maybe shake it out a little bit. Notice what you notice. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. And then the last one you can do also is up here. So you'll place the balls right at the base of your neck, and then you'll lean back onto it. Let's go a little further right there, right between the scapula, basically. And walk your feet out. Yeah, so you're pinpointing it. You feel that? Mm-hmm. Good. And so, first you can just start by shrugging your shoulders. Just get the movement. Take your breaths. Yeah. Another one that you can do is just that self-hug. Cross, hug, lean, side, side. Yeah.
I like all the antidotes to driving in a car.
Oh yeah, I took my balls in the car.
It's really sad.
And it is incredible. Like I feel like when I get out after a long road trip, I feel better than when I went in. Because I just focus on doing it the whole time I'm driving. Listen to a book on tape. It's like a little retreat.
Absolutely.
It's really nice. Okay, so another one that you can do, bring your arms to the side and then just slide them up. Snow angel. And then chalkboard down through the center. And then reverse. And snow angel. Yeah. So that's a nice one too. There's all the different things that you can do in the Myssage on the lying down position. You can do standing too. I've been playing with all of them, and it's been amazing. Yeah. And then maybe coming back to a little bit of disbursement.
That's so lovely.
Yeah, so I'm so glad that you were able to come and help me capture this for anybody who's pregnant. I just want everybody to know.
It's huge.
It's huge because it's so painful.
Yeah.
Everything about your body starts to hurt, and this is just such a great way to like easily access relief and feel empowered.
From what I've been learning too, a lot of the kind of discomfort comes from just the lack of motion, because there's a lot more like circulating in the body now. So I part of what I love working with the balls at home is just the focus on those motions. You know, just like, because it feels like it keeps everything circulating, and then it
right, and you can't do much exercise because it's just
Exactly.
like it's all too cumbersome.
Yeah.
So it keeps everything fluid, which is really nice.
What a gift though too for me to get to.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping also it'll
work
help
through this
you
with
to you know, pinpoint the specifics, like that whole thing of pressing up and finding the extra pressure is really good. The one that I showed you that's not in the book for the hips, that one's really good.
Yeah.
And the standing is something that is just now kind of emerging.
It's huge. It makes a lot, and for just the ease of getting up and down these days, and sometimes being on my back is more comfortable than others, but for long periods.
Well, and as you get bigger, even like it gets harder.
Your veins.
Yeah.
So
You don't want to stay there very long.
But-
So anyway, great. Thank you so much. I'm so glad. Do you have a bag?
I don't have a bag.
Oh, I should give you a bag. You have balls
I
though.
have balls.
Okay, I should give you a bag so
Balls
you
in
can
the
do
car.
those. Because also the one behind the head, I don't have that in my book. So that's
huge.
another one that's really
That
big.
is
But you
huge.
do have a block.
I don't actually have a block either. I use a big book at home when I do block stuff.
You might want to invest in a block. They're like $10 at Walmart, and they're so great for. I use them for sustaining at that incline when I got them on my shoulders. I use them against the wall.
Yeah,
they're just really nice.
That's a really good point.
Oh, another one I'll show you real quick before you leave. This is another one that's really good for knees.
Yeah.
Another reason why I like having the block is you can use it, like for example, you take this on the side of your knee, the inner thigh, and then you'll use the block to kind of pin it. And then the movement is just like this.
That's great.
Oh, it feels so incredibly good. This is a real tender point. If you look at this, look at this craziness.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, there's just a lot going on there.
Yeah, but especially on the inside of the knee, like that big thing right there is huge, and it is incredible. I've never, that's a blind spot that I had no idea about, and I've just recently, through this chair yoga, discovered it. And I'm like, oh, it's incredible. It changes so much.
Yeah.
And then you can move it up the whole inner thigh, because a lot of times the inner thigh doesn't get worked as much as the outer thigh. So that's nice. You want to try it?
Awesome. I'd love to.
So you just take the block, put it in its place, put one of those little knobs right into where you imagine it to be, and it comes clear too after you've done that a couple times. At first it's like just getting the pin. Yeah, and you can hold the block in place. That also helps. And then you just move. Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was going on.
That's a blind spot. We've got them all over our body, and it's usually in those big pockets of connective tissue.
Wow.
But yeah, if you ever have like knee issues and stuff, that's the one.
does.
Yes, show this one to
Show that to him.
Yeah, that would be another really good one. And it's just so simple. You can access it that easy.
Oh, that's huge.
Yeah.
And then you're saying.
And then you just move it up, and you'll find different sensation all the way up.
Yeah, my legs get more tired these days too.
And then another one, you can take it on your feet. You do it.
Yeah.
On your feet.
Yeah.
So that's a good one. And it's funny because these are like inhabitual movements. So what they do is they send really strong, clear messages to the brain, because it's like not a pattern or a habit movement. So it's like, oh, this is different. This is weird. So it's like sending all this like nerve impulses. So it wakes it up, and the brain then can like go to that area and be like, huh, this is.
Oh, you're still there.
Yeah.
That's why when I put it there, I didn't even know there was so much, sensitivity or tension there. Really, I mean, it feels like it's loosening it a lot.
Oh yeah, I've been doing it just for the last couple of weeks, and it's a lot better. Oh my god, when I first did it, it hurt so bad. I was like, oh. It's so funny because I like do all these other spots, but not that one.
Right.
It's fun. It's fun to play with.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, thank you, Escher, for capturing all those moments. We'll, I'm sure, be able to do a compilation of beauty out of that, I'm sure.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm so grateful. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Taking the time to share with me.
Yeah, no problem. And have you ever done sideline spine stuff?
No.
Oh, I should show you that real quick before you go. This is a different thing. Like most of the time people do foam rollers that are really large, like this big. This is a different technique where you only do one side of your spine. So it kind of leaves you sort of like lopsided a little bit, where this side's lifted and this one's down. And then you open up here. It's for the front body, for the pectoral muscles. And you can just feel like that shoulder blade wrapping around it, and you can roll back and forth, and it opens up the front, and you can do flip, flop, which hips movement. You can slide into snow angels. All kinds of, you can use your standing foot to press up onto it. So these are getting what are called the erector spinae muscles that run down along the spine and the rhomboids between the shoulder blades.
Yeah.
Oh, and then when you come back like this, you're just like, oh my gosh.
What just happened?
It's just incredible. Like all the space opened up on this side. And it was like literally like what, 2 minutes, not even that.
Yeah.
But it's just this thing of like waking up the body to itself. And that's a really nice one too. Do you want to try it?
I would love to. Yeah. I mean,
go ahead and just take a little quick. Because this I think will be good too, especially when you're nursing.
Yeah.
Because your shoulders forward all the time, pectorals tighten.
I unfortunately notice I already do that just with the weight.
Yeah, right. So the counterbalancing of just making sure, the idea is to get the shoulder blade. So it comes basically from the top of your pelvic crest all along the side of the spine, just on the side of the shoulder blade. So go ahead and find that and lay down on it. And that's the part that's a little tricky initially. It's just kind of getting used to only one side of the body being lifted. So this one's long, this one's standing.
Oh, this one's standing.
Yes, this one's long. So that this whole side can be long.
Oh my gosh.
And then you can slide this out so that you can get like really in between the shoulder blade here like that. Yeah. And then this is what the flip and flop is for, to get rotation. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And then once you get really clear with that angle, then you can slide it up a little bit more. Find flip flop there. And so it's just opening up all that movement.
Wow, that's really lovely. I feel like it gives baby more room to do this too, you know?
Oh yeah,
Because
that
it just
does. Like opens up everything.
The tension in all of my muscles around here, which
and then if
lets
you
my
want to
use.
too, just practice with the press into the foot and reach with this arm. Press and reach. Yeah, like that. And then release. And then press and reach and release. And that just kind of gets opening from the shoulder blade to the spine. Yeah.
Oh goodness.
So then come out of it and take a minute to notice before you do the other side, so you can sense the space and the difference.
That's lovely.
Is that lovely? Here, try the other side. Yeah, that's it. So you got your standing foot, holds you steady, presses you right up onto it. Make sure that you press up enough so that this gets wrapped all the way around. Yeah.
Oh, good.
See how that opens up there? And then when you roll away, usher get in right behind her so you can see her take out the sideline spine roller. You roll to the opposite direction. And then take the roller out. Yeah. Good. Nice. I'm going to send that with you.
What?
Yeah.
Girl.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You roll to the side to get
Roll on out of here. Oh gosh.
Yeah, that's amazing, isn't it? It's just so funny how quickly it can like change everything and make you feel like your chest lifts instead of collapses.
Yeah, and it feels like I need that a lot when everything gets so congested in the upper part of the body. I feel like at least.
Yeah. Cool.
Oh goodness!
Yay! So exciting. I have some footage
out.
to play with. I love playing with footage.
Yeah.
I have a collage I can
Yeah.
make. I'll just keep this light on.
I feel like this would be wonderful too. What you finished doing. I am part of a birth group, a natural birth group. I feel like it'd be a really good place
To share.
to share.
That'd be great.
I'm
Yeah,
really
let me
used to
know.
doing that.
Or if you want to share it, you're welcome
I
to
would,
do that too.
I would love to do that too.
Yeah,
But
that'd be cool.
well, that's what. Yeah, we should. But to everyone born humans, you know, I guess I've been trying to.
Yeah. Oh, one last thing before you leave.
Yeah.
You don't have to capture this session. You already got us, but I just wanted to let her know that you can use this against the wall as well.
Oh my goodness.
And it's just the same thing,
Uh-huh.
but it gets like the shoulder blade to kind of slide away from the spine and the rhomboid muscles to open up a little bit. And if you were doing this though, I would recommend doing it for at least 5 minutes because it takes